Bellas come un angelo.
My name is Brian Moore. I sing opera. I like to sing more of the arias and rather than art songs. I like performing and acting with it. When I was little, I was a really active child. I enjoyed sports and skateboarding, running around, being a kid. When I had cancer the first time, it was in my leg, and that didn't really affect me at all because it healed well and everything, and it wasn't too major. And then the second time, which was the summer between 5th and 6th grade, I had cancer in my upper right arm, and there's this big surgery. They had to take out most of the bone and put in a cadaver bone and a metal plate and 17 screws, and then took out my fibula from my right leg and put it up there for support. Music has actually affected me a lot. Just even when I was in the hospital, the nurses would bring in a little keyboard for me to play, and I would start playing the piano and singing along with it. And it was something to pass the time and something to help me heal and get my mind off of the chemo and everything. And it was just a really integral part of the healing process.
Il cielo ha fatta nascere per far beato un cor.
I really like doing this, and it's really a passion of mine that I want to pursue for the rest of my life, and make it a career of mine. And so it's just, it makes me feel good to do it.
Hi, I'm Jacob Pinsky, and I play the alto saxophone, and I'm a sophomore at Bowling Green State University. I chose the saxophone when we start a band in 4th grade back in New York, and I picked a couple different instruments to try out, and I tried violin, trumpet, and saxophone, and it was kind of by chance that I ended up on saxophone because they cleaned the trumpet mouthpiece out with this rubbing alcohol and it tasted terrible, and then I didn't like the feeling of the violin strings, so I ended up playing saxophone. And then I just kind of stuck with it, and here I am today, 10 years later. I'm interested in contemporary music, that is music written in the last 60 years, and I do enjoy older music, and I think I have a very eclectic taste in music, but for some reason that music really resonates with me. Because it's just fresh, it's new, it's different, and you get to explore things that people haven't really explored before. So as opposed to creating your own interpretation, you're pioneering the first interpretation of these works. My hearing was first noticed when I was 4 years old. I was diagnosed with a moderate to severe bilateral hearing loss, and the left ear is a moderate loss, but the right ear is more of a severe loss in some frequencies. And the biggest issue that I would say I have when I play is just sort of adjusting. I always play with my hearing aids, and if something were to happen, that would be a hard adjustment to make. The thing that I just tell myself is it's kind of like someone's colorblind. They see colors in a different way, but they're still seeing the same colors. I hear sounds in a different way, but since we're all everyone hears the sounds differently, it doesn't matter. So that's the way I sort of approach my hearing loss, is it doesn't seem, to me and to other people, it seems to not affect my playing as much, but I'm just having to cope with it in a different way, and I've sort of managed to seamlessly do that when I was younger, so it seems to be working out.
My instrument is flute. I play the flute in different settings, different styles, different things like that. I do play in a group. I play in symphonic band. Braille music is, it's harder better than print music in a way, yes, because with the print, you can actually look at it and play it. And that's what some of the people in my school think that I can do, which I can't because Braille music takes a long time to learn, and it takes a long time to play things because you have to look at the score. And that's where I use this program called Lime, which is a music notation editing software. I read the Braille music as I go over the part, so that way if something in the Braille doesn't look great or something doesn't make sense in the Braille, then Lime can clarify that to me. I've been in the practice room many times where I've just said, why am I even here? Why? And I would get so frustrated with myself, but I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have those times, and it sucks, but I mean, it's worth it.
I'm Young Soloist, and I play the piano. I chose the piano. Well, more the piano chose me. My dad plays piano, first of all, so I grew up in a home where there was a lot of piano playing already, and he started giving me lessons when I was about in the 2nd grade. I suppose specifically I'm a classically trained pianist. I started with the John Thompson books, of course, and beginning stuff, but at school, at the University of Cincinnati, it's all classical repertoire, and I do love to play classical repertoire, but I also love to play religious music. I'm big into playing in church services, and I have lots of religious music arranged by contemporary composers for that purpose. For quite a long time. About 2nd grade is when I was diagnosed, and it creates some challenges because, you know, if your blood sugar is high or low, that's definitely impeding your performance of the instrument. So you always have to stay on top of your health and make sure your blood sugar levels are stable so that you can practice well. I remember one particular piano lesson I had just this year where I was going low by the end of it, and my teacher knew, and she's like, it's okay, take a break, eat something, we'll get back to it. My dream job would really be to go back home and teach in the high school where I graduated, to teach music there. Choir, I'm specifically a choral major, so I'd like to teach choir, and if there were a handbell program, that would be an added bonus. I'd love to do that too.